And when you went to church, what happened?
It was life-changing. Jesus met me there.
How?
How do you explain a supernatural experience? It felt like I came home. It felt like I was in a familiar space that I'd never been in, but I knew it, and I knew the presence that was there. And I don't know how I went down on that stage. I don't remember, but I remember one minute I was in my chair and the next minute I was at the altar crying my eyes out. I hadn't even looked at my aunt to tell her where I was going. And it felt like, it sounds so cliche, but it felt like a hug. I came down to that stage and I received the sinner's prayer, and it felt like I received a hug that said, I love you, I see you, you belong here.
Like a hug from God?
A hug from God.
Almost like wrapped in the duvet of God's love.
Yeah. And I think even after I got baptised, I wanted to stay in that cotton wool feeling of just being in his presence and just feeling so enamoured and in love with this caregiver and this friend that loved me and saw me.
And would you say that you started to experience not just salvation, but also healing?
Yeah, I think so. I think I learned forgiveness as well, and forgiveness of myself and forgiveness of others. I forgave for apologies that I never got and I knew I never would get. But I also was able to kind of reflect and think about things that I could work on and things that I could change. And it had to start with how I felt about myself. That was the first thing I had to work on.